if someone is facing you and their nose is kind of like this, glasses will most likely be, pretty straightforward. And also, by the way, pretty symmetrical. That's the thing about glasses, is that we expect so much symmetry from them. Well, because we're used to frontal views of glasses, right? So that's all well and good. That could work. I'm going to push this to the top so that I can use more space. So that's a pretty straightforward view of glasses, and that's very reassuring because symmetry is somewhat reassuring. But what we have here is no symmetry at all. We take these glasses and we put them at an angle that is very different than what we are used to. But I keep the idea of this rectangle because that guides where the glasses are top and bottom. What do I mean by that? Well, let's take a look at where Dylan's, the arm of the glasses are. Let's say it's at this angle. Or well, I pushed it a little too far, like this rather, okay? So this is the arm of his eyeglasses. And what happens now is the glasses are going to be at an angle that's something like this, okay? So to simplify the shape of the glasses, I'm going to put that within that rectangle that I was telling you about. But here's what's happening now. Because it's at a certain perspective, it gets reduced in size here a little bit as opposed to here. So here you're going to have more height than you will here. Does that make sense? And so basically everything will fit within that, okay? And that basically is how I personally comprehend glasses. And then his nose will be somewhere here. There you go. I mean, this is super oversimplifying, but once you understand things in these terms, it really helps. It helps to understand also, let me grab the red here, that the size of this lens and this lens here is not going to be exactly the same because the one in the back here is distorted a little bit by perspective. So if you keep that in mind, as we start drawing Dylan today, that's going to be very helpful. And next time you have to draw glasses, just think exactly along those terms. Whether you are drawing, more of a 3/4 without that weird angle, weird meaning challenging, okay? Think along those lines as well. You fit your glasses within this, okay? And usually the eye is somewhere here. We've got an eyebrow, usually that sticks out at the top. You know what I mean? Of course, I exaggerated this here, but an ear. Basically, the idea is to comprehend glasses for what they are, which is just a very seemingly complicated object in a simple shape, which is this rectangle. And this rectangle, which gets a little distorted from the fact that it's at a certain angle, okay? It's gonna look more like this. And if it's frontal, of course, it's just a straight rectangle. I mean, use your imagination to see a correct rectangle here. But you get the idea? And once you do that, I really encourage you to do this too on a canvas on Procreate right now, or on a piece of paper, because doing that will really demystify, what seems like a complicated shape. It's not complicated. It's just one line like this, and everything fits into that.